This is how to pre-hop. First, what is that? Well, pre-hop is using a manual or a bunny hop technique into a piece of trail that drops away, and this is all about staying in control, being fast and having fun. Right, so where would you want to use this pre-hop? Well, anywhere that the trail falls away from you, and if you didn't do anything, you're basically either going to take off into the air or you're just going to sort of compress after it. That means probably it's not going to be as smooth and it's not going to be as fast. So in this situation, I'll try and pre-hop in. It's really smooth. You're also going to get a good pump down here rather than jumping and splatting down and losing speed. You can be nice and heavy and get a good pump. So how do you do the pre-hop? Well, this is all about using a good bunny hop to land into the top of the slope so you don't just fly off and land at the bottom. So this is about doing it 2 wheels individually. If you haven't seen my other how to bunny hop videos, check that out. So it's all about picking the front wheel up, then the back wheel. And it's all about getting the timing right as well, because you want to do it before you get to that slope, hence the pre-hop. So back here, I'm going to pick the bike up, so I'm then coming down and landing into that downslope. Front wheel, then back wheel. Like I said, get it 1 wheel at a time, not picking up both wheels, because then you're sort of drawing a square with the bike and actually your front wheel's not going to land at the top, it's going to land halfway down. The aim of the game with pre-hopping is to sort of get rid of this part of the trail, this sort of knuckle that if I hit, I'll just fly off and land down there. So I'm pre-hopping in, it's nice and easy here. I've got a big open flat space, nice bunny hop, land in right here, super smooth, super fast. This section down here, I'm gonna have to use a slightly different technique. Right now, the following section is rougher and it's faster. And now I've got a blind brow, but it's also got a bit of an upslope to it, which means at this speed, to sort of clear that section, I'm gonna have to start hopping back here. And for me, that's too risky because it's rough, because it's fast, it's going to be really hard to judge my timing right. So I land in the back of there. So this time I'm actually going to use a manual technique. So same theory, I'm trying to get my body weight up and over this knuckle and back down here. But this time I'm just going to use the front wheel. It's probably not going to be as effective as using both wheels, but it's just way less risky. If I get the timing wrong with the front wheel, I'll probably be able to ride it out. But if I get the timing wrong with the bunny hop, I could be leading to problems. Committing to the bunny hop and then landing too early is pretty dodgy. In this situation, you probably get away with it because it's not a big bank you're trying to drop into and it's not super steep. So you'll probably just hit the knuckle and bounce and ride out of it, but still not ideal. Another way is hopping too late, get the time wrong again and landing at the bottom. So overshooting what you're trying to land into. And that can mean a really rough landing, especially if it's bigger than this. Okay, check out this section. We've got a downhill track, nice little bank, then we've got a fire crossing. Now check this out. We've got a bit of an upslope and then a really steep back to it. So I've got to be slowing down for this because I can come off that super fast. If I hit this fast, that's actually going to send me up and into the air. And there's probably like an 8-foot drop on the back of that. So really the first thing I'm gonna do on this is brake and actually use like a soaking up technique, kind of like a pre-hop. So try and take out that upslope by letting the bike come up to me and then trying to get heavy on the back of that. It's gonna be safe. It's not gonna be the fastest, but that'll be my first method. Yeah, it's all right, not too bad, not that fast, but right, next I'm gonna try that manual pre-hop. So I'll pick the front wheel up and over the bank, get on my backside and then just use my legs to soak up that rear tyre. That method was pretty good. It's really good fun trying to get your front wheel up and over it. That was definitely quicker than just trying to soak it up. But the fastest but the riskiest way is to just pre-hop into it. So bunny hop up and over that bank. If you get the timing wrong and land too early, don't really know what's going to happen. If you get it too late, you're basically bunny hopping into an 8 or 10 foot drop off. So timing's going to be important, but if I get it right, I think I'll have to brake less here. It's going to be faster. just clipped it going up and over, but it felt good actually. Definitely had to brake there, so I think that's my preferred method. It's just the most dangerous one, but the most fun as well. So pre-hops are really good all-round skills, great for super easy trails where it fades away, you can get into it. Also useful for going super fast on technical trails. This is a situation, it's actually a piece of track that I know really well. It's super rough and it kind of looks like a place where you could pre-hop because you're going into a bank, but it's just too technical, it's too many routes, too many holes. But in this situation, it should be too dangerous, too risky, not worth it trying to hop in and catch that really small piece of landing just beyond that route. So in this situation, I'm just gonna hang back. I'm going super fast, get back behind the bike and just soak up these bumps with my legs on that rear tire and just try and push down into this bit of a slope here. Catch as much of that as I can. So if I land here flat, it's gonna be rough. Pre-hopping is loads of fun. I love practicing it and do it on super simple stuff. The most important thing really is getting that timing right. So try and spot where you've got to do it and really think about it getting up and down into the very top of that slope to make it as smooth as possible. If you want to see a video on how to manual to get this thing moving, click over there for that one. And for bunny hops, that's the next skill you're going to need. Click over there for that one. Give us a thumbs up if you'd like seeing our how-tos and hit that sub button.